back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing this makeup look for you guys. I hope you guys like it because I had so much fun filming this for you all. If you all are interested in how I achieved this look, please stay tuned to the remainder of the video. Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're going to start this video off by using the only palette that I'm going to be using in today's video, and that is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. And I am going in with the shade Alert. This is the transition shade. It's going to be my lid shade. It's going to be the only shade that I'm pretty much going to be putting over this entire eye. I am applying this shadow with a double-sided brush that I received in my Ipsy bag. Ipsy is a subscription that I am signed up with, and I pay $10 a month. This is not sponsored, but this brush did come from my Ipsy bag. I believe it is a Luxe brush. If I can find a link to this brush, I will leave it in the description box down below. I was only going to use this shade as a transition color, but then I decided to put it on the lid as well. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm applying it on my lid on both sides with the flat part of this double-sided brush. I'm blending that shadow in as much as possible, so that's why I'm going back and forth to each eye, because I want to blend that in as much as possible so that it doesn't have any harsh lines. Like I mentioned before, this shade is called Alert. This is actually my favorite shade in the entire palette. This palette is mostly oranges and browns, which are my favorite colors when I am doing my eyeshadow. So I decided to do this look. I was going to call it Orange Eyes, but then you'll see later on in the video why I did not call it Orange Eyes. But this color is my favorite shadow in the entire palette. Now I'm going in with the color Boom. I think this is Boom. Yeah, this is Boom. And I'm placing it in the center on both lids. Then I'm going to add the shade Secret to the inner corner and the outer part of the lid to kind of give it a halo eye. After applying that shade Secret, I am going to take a Wet n Wild brush to blend those shades in so there are no harsh lines. Now I am going to dust off any fallout from those shadows. And then I'm going in with my LA Girls concealer. And I'm using my Real Techniques sponge to blend that concealer in. Now I'm going to go in with this COVERGIRL 12-Hour Stay. I think that's the name of it. But I recently discovered this foundation when I was in Walmart. It said like $8. And I was like, oh my God, I got to try it because I'm so cheap. But anyway, so far this is probably like my second or third time using this foundation, and to be very honest, it is very light coverage. I feel like I'm using a lot of product to get the coverage that I need with this foundation, but I mean, it does stay for the 12 hours. It doesn't transfer like it says, but it is very lightweight. And me, I like my foundations to be full coverage, and I don't really like building up my foundation. As you can tell, I am only applying the foundation to the parts where there is no concealer. And like always, you want to make sure your sponge is damp and you do not want to swipe the foundation. You want to pat the foundation. Now I am going back in with some more of that LA concealer in the places that I would like to highlight my face. And then I'm going to go in with this Makeup Revolution's banana powder. I normally get this powder from Ulta. It's about $8. It does come off a little light on camera, but it is a banana shade, and I am applying it to the highlighted areas to set in that concealer. I always make sure that I apply this powder around my nose because I sweat so bad there, so I am always oily in this area. So I always apply this powder in that area. Now I am going in with this black Radiance contour palette and it is in the shade medium to dark. And I am applying the darkest shade in that palette around the outer parts of my temple, and I am bringing it in along my cheekbone. This is going to give me that contour shape that I am looking for. Then I am adding a little of that contour shade to my jawline, just a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with some of that Makeup Revolution powder. And I am going to place that in between the contour on my cheek and the contour that's on my jawline. I'm not going to go in too heavy with that powder because I don't want it to stand out too much. And then after I apply this, I'm going to let it sit in for just a little while I add my Maybelline FITME blush. I forgot the shade of this blush. I'll leave it in the description box down below. I put my blush on rather heavy. I do blend it out a little more after I apply it, but as of right now, it looks like a lot. But in the end, it will not look like this. After applying my blush, I am going to go in with a highlight. The highlight that I am going to be using is from this black Radiance Sculpt and Contour palette. This is the same palette that I contour with. In this palette, there are 3 shades. It is a highlight shade, a sculpt shade, and a contour shade. So I'm using that highlighter to highlight my face. And by face, I mean above my blush, on my chin, on my nose, and I think that's it. When I highlight my nose, I like to take my highlighter up the entire middle section of the nose. I know some people that put the highlighter at the bridge of the nose and in between where the eyes are, but I like to put mine directly down the center. And then I'm going back in with this contour brush to bring back some of my contour that I lost on my nose. Then I'm going to go in with my big fluffy Equate brush. This is a Walmart brush. It is a Walmart brand. It is super soft. I think I paid $4 for this brush, and I am going to blend out all of this that's on my face so it's not looking too harsh. As you all can tell, I love highlighter. I love the way highlighter looks on my face, so I went back in with a little more highlighter. I am going to apply that same highlighting shade to the inner tear ducts of my eye to give this look a little more pop. And that pretty much completes the look. I am going to go in with my e.l.f. setting spray. It is their matte setting spray. I believe this spray is about $4, and I am going to set the face. I already applied my mascara and eyeliner off camera, and now I'm going in with this oldie but goodie Wet n Wild lipstick. I believe this is the shade Mocha. If I'm wrong, I'll leave it in the description box down below. On top of that, I'm going in with this Huda lip gloss in the name Shameless. I also received this in a Ipsy bag. That concludes today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you all did like today's video, please hit that like button, please share, please comment, please subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you all are notified every time I do an upload. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all later. Bye.